Okay, Jamie, roll the clip.
Mr. Estrogen, what's happening? Bitch tits. Fat fucking bitch tits. Who the fuck are you? You little Bournes victim looking thing. Fuck me, man. Who scolded you with a cow? You fat fuck. You fat nobody. You little feminine pussy of a thing. I fuck pussy, yeah? Keep my name out of your mouth, you stupid cunt. Sick of seeing your fat born face. Scaldy, fat, estrogen head. Oh my god, you can't understand what I'm saying, can you not, pal? You've got subtitles under the fucking thing saying exactly what I'm saying. So what are you saying, you little fat knob man?
Alright, that's it. So yeah, that's hilarious, isn't it? I saw Twitter accounts posting that like, oh, McGregor got True Geordie. If you're still a McGregor nut hugger who just like is a complete incel boy for him and you just back everything he says, and if you actually found that funny, if you even a laugh came out the side of your mouth at any little part of that, then you need to take a good long hard look at yourself, because every single bit of that 40 seconds was pure and utter dog shit. Just complete dog shit coming out of his mouth. Just disgusting, vile, nasty, aggressive. He got really angry towards the end. It really peaked. It reached a crescendo there at the end. We're going to break down this voice note bit by bit in a minute. So yeah, it's just, I mean, to say those things about a man who has just made a video about you, wasn't mocking your physical appearance. And by the way, like, you know, rule number one, once you reach, 17, 18, you grow out of that physical, nasty, taunting, bullying stuff of going to the real baseline things. Because he's been hurt, so now he wants to, he's been hurt by what True Geordie has revealed about him, so now he has to go to the baseline and look for the biggest weakness in True Geordie, and he thinks these are them. True Geordie just would have laughed that off. He's been hearing that stuff on comments about his weight or whatever, like. But like, to say those things about other people who would be more sensitive about their weight. There was the skin thing mentioned. I'm going to get into that as well. But yeah, I mean, McGregor, I plead the fifth. I won't play his game. I don't do that. I don't talk about other people's appearances. And so yeah, if I was McGregor with the way he's looking these days, I'd be keeping stum. Mum's the word, yeah. I'd be keeping stum about mocking other people's appearances. Yeah, I haven't said anything. I'm not saying anything about how he looks. And I know if I were to get big enough, he'd be saying, and he has said things about how I look. He'd be like, oh, the state of your ginger beard and all this shit. I'm sure he said. I actually know for a fact he's seen my videos before, because his dad, Tony McGregor, has blocked me on Instagram because I used to do a lot of impressions of McGregor. So to get blocked, even though my impressions were never really like against him, they were more like sort of supporting him, most of them, and just being fun with it. I was never making a fool about McGregor, for the most part. So I have a strong feeling he's seen my videos, and I would love to hear what he said about me, like about, say, the colour of my beard, because I know he mocked Canelo for having a ginger hair. And by the way, I'm Irish, yeah? As McGregor said, yeah, I'm Irish. I can speak my native tongue. He's always bigging up being Irish. Yeah, having this beautiful colour beard is a symbol of our Celtic heritage. I'm like Usheen, Fionn McCool from Tiernan Og. This is Irish beautiful heritage. You can't get more Celtic than having red in your beard. Own it. Don't ever let anyone make fun of you for the colour of your beard or your weight or anything. Don't ever listen to a schmuck like him being a nasty bully, yeah? Because that's all he is. Just imagine what a bully he was back in school, yeah? Just imagine that. To think he's still talking about people's physiques and things like that, like a 2-year-old or like a 6-year-old. I'm not going to say anything about him. I don't have anything to say about how his face looks right now. I'm not going to say anything about his face. Nothing to say. I didn't say anything about his face. His face looks totally normal. Looks totally normal, his face, man. I'm not saying looks like he has botched plastic surgery. I didn't say that. I'm not saying that, man. I wouldn't say those nasty things about somebody. You know, but if I were him, I'm saying I'd be, you know, keeping a low profile, talking about other people's appearances. So for all that he said, yeah, I'm going to replay it. All that he said. What's your point? What's your fucking point, mate? What does it matter how a man looks, his skin, or his weight? What does any of that matter when he's talking about your current issue with, having dialogue and vocalizing your thoughts? What does it matter if someone is 1 foot tall or 8 feet tall? Like, the fact that you have to go there and bring up trying to be hurtful about him just shows like how just disgusting you are and how, well, kind of lacking in intellectual vigor you are, because it was a perfect chance to engage in some dialogue, maybe jump on his podcast, maybe address some issues, because he was talking about that he was nervous that day for Kate. I'm a little bit nervous, I'm just a little bit nervous, man. I'm going to train 3 times today. I'm going to train 3 times. So he was a little bit nervous. So just admit you were nervous. That's okay. We've all been nervous. I've seen him subsequently talking, and he was on a Ultimate Fighter. He's most of the time his speech is still decent. In those particular interviews, he was having a day. There was something. He was off. He was way off.
I'm not going to drink. I'm not going to drink because I'm going to train 3 times today. And I tell you what, I'm the creator. I'm the creator, right? So I wasn't here saying happy yet, but I know the story. And the way I wouldn't change it forever.
He was way off. Generally, he's been on a decline in terms of his oratory delivery for quite some time. We saw probably since the proper 12 thing took off and he's been partying a lot more. There's definitely been a decline in the way he delivers his speech. Even Poirier acknowledged it when he was like, Joe Lee's wife. And Poirier gets on the mic and goes, oof, used to be better than that, man. And he did used to be better. He used to be really, really good, in fact. But the stuff he says now is just really weird and lacking in original wit or anything, any originality. It's just real. It's the stuff like the bully you knew back in school, like just the hard man in school used to say. It's like real kind of baseline crap stuff. So yeah, anyway, that's what McGregor had to say about True Geordie. Of course, hashtag tweet and delete merchant. He's a tweet and delete merchant, alright? Why not just stand over it? If you've tweeted it and said it, and you must know now that content creators immediately grab everything you do. I mean, there must be people literally employing bots to just be on his page refreshing and waiting for what he'll tweet and what he'll voice note, because they know he's going to delete it and that they can use that as content. So I don't know why he's deleting it. Just stand over it. Just own what you've said, because everyone's going to hear it again from recorded videos. So, but anyway, let's play it all back bit by bit and break down this bit of Shakespearean poetry from Mr. Conor McGregor, which he tweeted at True Geordie and tagged him too.
Mr. Estrogen, what's happening? Bitch tits. Fat fucking bitch tits.
Alright. Estrogen. Mr. Estrogen. What's happening? Bitch tits. Fat fucking bitch tits. Alright. That's his intro to True Geordie's, talking to True Geordie in relation to the video True Geordie made about his speech. Why are you bringing up his physique? What relevance has it got? Even if True Geordie were an orca, a massive whale who needed to be ferried in and out of places, which he's not, alright? He's just a thick, rugby physique dude. What relevance has it got? Like, why are you going there? What are you talking about? Like, he wasn't talking about your weight, so why are you talking about his weight? And estrogen, right? The implication that True Geordie has like moobs, which I don't think he really even does. It's just probably some men, carry weight in different places, but like, well, who cares? It's not relevant to this particular issue, is it?
Who the fuck are you? You little bones victim looking thing.
Who the fuck are you? You little Bones victim fucking looking thing. Who the fuck are you? Well, ironically enough, it'd be okay if it was a guy of my social media standing or some randomer with like an egg profile on Twitter with 48 followers. But like True Geordie has millions of followers across all his socials. He's interviewed Kamaru Usman, the Paul brothers, Jordan Peterson, people from all different fields, from the sports fields, from the philosophy fields, scientists. I think he had Richard Dawkins. He's had huge profile people for years, consistently producing quality content. He had an incident late last year where he made a poor comment about Muslims, which he repented for. He was kind of dragged over the hot coals for that. Aside from that, he seems like a pretty cool dude, and he's very successful at what he's doing. I like a lot of his boxing breakdowns. Who the fuck are you? Kind of like Tyson Fury was getting at him as well. They know he's big. That's why they're trying to say, who are you? You must know he's big if you're coming across his content, and people are probably tweeting stuff at McGregor, or even friends might be messaging him, here, have you seen what he said? So obviously he's actually got a big profile. Obviously he's not just some guy on his phone in his mom's basement. If you're coming across his content, yeah? Idiot. Oh, and the Burns victim part. Yeah. So what are we supposed to understand here? He's trying to say that True Geordie looks like he was burned by a kettle, which he doesn't. Alright, he might look a little bit over sun exposed. I used to get over sun exposed in Thailand. You might notice here I'm a lot lighter skinned. Here in Mexico I'm a lot more careful in the sun. It's a long game, right? I want to live to about 100. You can't be in the sun every single day if you got low melanin like I do. Still love the sun, yeah, but maybe True Geordie has overdone in the sun. I don't know. At times, maybe he needs to sunblock a bit. But regardless, why are you saying something like Burns victim, pal? Why are you saying that nasty thing? Imagine being a Burns victim. I knew a Burns victim growing up. I used to see him and hang around with him every summer at summer camp down in Kerry. I'm not trying to sound like some sort of saint or something just because I happen to frequent and know a Burns victim. I'm sure lots of you have. I'm sure nearly everybody has in some way come into contact with or been aware of Burns victims. I know it is a horrible thing. It's a horrible misfortune to have to live with, for your physique to be disfigured like that from a burning incident. So imagine being a Burns victim who's a fan of Conor McGregor, or just who had to come across and hear that today. Imagine being the community, the carers, people who look after Burns victims, the doctors, the nurses, to hear that. You might think I'm trying to sound like some sort of holier than thou saint, but no, like, I don't say things like that. I don't mock people who have had severe misfortune. I think that's a really, really sick thing to do. For anybody, all the more so if you're a man of McGregor's physical advantages. Look at the physique he was born with his long limbs and his natural athletic ability. Why are you saying horrible, nasty things? And the really nasty stuff, we saw it with like some of the stuff he said at PJ Gallagher, mocking his depression, the Irish comedian Paul McGrath, an Irish icon. He's said and done a lot of horrible, nasty things. There was stuff about Khabib's wife. Your wife's a towel mate. He goes to the baseline, bully stuff, really hurtful, nasty stuff. Thankfully, True Geordie won't have been hurt by that because he clearly isn't a Burns victim. His skin looks actually pretty fine to me. But again, if you were a Burns victim, sorry you had to hear that. I genuinely mean that. And people who work in the Burns community don't want to hear their patients and the people they look after being mocked like that.
Fuck me, man. Who scolded you with a cow? You fat fuck. You fat nobody. You little feminine pussy of a thing. I fuck pussy, yeah.
Alright, this bit was interesting right here. You little feminine pussy of a thing. I fuck pussy, yeah. Is he trying to say he wants to have sex with True Geordie? Because if True Geordie's a pussy and he fucks pussy, yeah, then he, in a roundabout way, like, he's kind of inviting True Geordie for homosexual penetrative sex. which would be cool. I'm massively pro LGBTQ. I think I'd go for it. I mean, go for it. I'm not even trying to be funny here, but like that's what that sounded like, isn't it? I fuck pussy and you are a pussy. So, I mean, I'm just saying.
Now I'm out, you stupid cunt. Sick of seeing your fat born face, scrawly, fat, estrogen head.
Sick of seeing your fat face. I thought you didn't know who he is. Who the fuck are you? But you're sick of seeing his face. He must see True Geordie all over his timeline. I'm sure he watched the video himself in the first place. McGregor does beyond social media. True Geordie probably naturally came up on his algorithm anyway.
Oh my god, you can't understand what I'm saying, can you not, pal? You've got sucked.
Alright, so 33 seconds in is where he finally addresses True Geordie's video, which was about McGregor's poor speech and how True Geordie couldn't understand what he was saying. Now he addresses that after being a bully for 30 seconds.
Little's under the fucking thing saying exactly what I'm saying. So what are you saying, you little fat no-name?
Alright, little as well. True Geordie looks like a big dude. What, he must be like 6'2", 120 kilos. But yeah, did you hear the way his voice reached a real crescendo of rage there at this point? Listen to that again.
Under the fucking thing saying exactly what I'm saying. So what are you saying?
Right there, yeah, he got really angry. You could see him, like, you could just picture him shouting into the phone with like fists of fury, blood popping all over his steroidy veins. You've got subtitles under the video. Yeah, but True Geordie's a Geordie from Newcastle. He's from the north of England. He shouldn't need subtitles to understand an Irishman. So even when you tried to finally address True Geordie's content, it was pathetic. Weak, mate. Made a fool of yourself for the full 40 seconds. Yeah, just bully boy crap stuff.